Welcome back to another GL basketball game. Today we have varsity girls and JV girls going up against the varsity and JV squad from South Plainfield. Today is December 8th. We're going to have one official today as we are just about set to get underway. And from my understanding, by the way, I'm joined alongside my co-anchor here, Jaden Fernandez. So from my understanding, Jaden, it's going to be 2 quarters played by the varsity girls and then 1 quarter played by the JV girls. And then they're going to do another 2 quarters played by the varsity and 1 by the JV.
Yes, absolutely. They're going to be doing a 2-1-2-1 split.
Perfect. So we're just about set to get underway here. For managers for Governor Livingston, we have Claire McGuire, Emily Wallen, and Chloe McGowan. And we have Mr. Hess, everybody's favorite stat teacher, on the clock. Your starting 5 for the Highlanders are going to have at guard, Kira Palizzi, forward, Mia Ferdman, at guard, Chelsea Keysweater, at forward, senior Maria DiPasquale, and at forward, senior Sarah Castrovinci. Starting 5 for South Plainfield, you're going to have number 12, number 10, number 15, number 3, and I believe number 20 out there. My apologies, it's going to be number 30. So 30, 15, 3, 12, and 10 out there for South Plainfield. And we are underway, and Sarah tries to tip it forward, gets her own miss inside, Keysweater picked off. And South Plainfield's going to push. Kira Palizzi picks up the ball. Back up top 15, right side 3, long 3 ball, no good. And Maria DiPasquale is going to let the ball go out of bounds here, and it's going to be GL ball. Kira Palizzi is going to be the point guard here for the Highlanders as she's going to bring it up. Picked up 12, right side Ferdman. Up top, DiPasquale, left side Keysweater. To a cutting Ferdman, inside, layup, no good, may have gotten tipped, can't tell. Rebound 10 for South Plainfield, and 12 is going to bring the ball up here for South Plainfield.
Those were some really good passes, but that was just a very, very contested shot by Mia Ferdman.
10 on the left side. DiPasquale takes her down low, kicks it back out. It's tipped away by Sarah Castrovinci. 13 has it. 15, I apologize. Pressured by Keysweater, and she took too many dribbles. It's going to be going the other way. Great defense by Chelsea Keysweater and Maria DiPasquale. We have just under a minute gone by here in this first quarter. Palizzi is going to wait for help here to get the ball in. What's weird is we only have 1 official today, but it's going to be Sarah Castrovinci on the top, right side Keysweater. Trying to get it to the cutting Ferdman again, get it inside, double teamed on the paint, tries to get it to DiPasquale, does, back out Palizzi, top of the key Sarah Castrovinci, fumbles it, gets her own ball, and layup is no good after colliding with number 12. She seems to be okay, she's going to bring the ball up. Stolen by Palizzi, Palizzi's going to push, gets by number 12, and it's going to be poked out by number 12 on the back side, so we're just going to stay Highlander ball here. So last year, Palizzi tore her ACL the first minute of their first regular season game. So she has not played basketball since then. As she throws the ball away here, it's going to be South Plainfield ball. She has not played in the basketball game since then. So it's definitely a big addition to the Highlander team to get her back. And
Absolutely.
12 is going to bring the ball back up here. Guarded by Palizzi at half court. Makes her move, tries to get by, Palizzi recovers. Spins around, runs into DiPasquale, and Keysweater is going to jump on the ball, and it's going to be a jump ball. It's going to stay here with South Plainfield as GL control the tip. Gets it into 3, picked up by Ferdman over half court. Makes her moves, tries to go left. Ferdman on the defense. Gets by Ferdman, goes down low. Layup is no good, long. Number 10, rebound, no good. Rebound by Palizzi. No points scored yet in this game, as Palizzi's going to bring the ball up. Oh, almost went back court there, but gets the ball to Keysweater. He's going to drive middle, kick it outside Ferdman. Ferdman, 3 ball, no good, long. And rebound number 30. Number 30 is going to be picked up by Castrovinci before she even crosses half court and have to get rid of the ball. 12 is going to bring the ball up. Pressured by Polizzi, gets the ball out of her hands. Picked up by Castrovinci, number 30. Number 30 goes through her legs, dances around. Castrovinci gets over the screen, but she gets beat baseline. Hand straight up, layup, no good. Rebound, deep Pasquale, fight for the rebound, a lot of contact, but she's going to keep it. And Polizzi's going to bring the ball up here. They're going to set up their offense. Once again, no points scored here with almost 3 minutes gone by either team. Up top, Castrovinci thinks about a three, no good. Not going to take it. Polizzi's going to drive in, right corner, Ferdman. Ferdman's going to dance it around to the top, bring it back out. He's going to kick it to Polizzi, who's got the ball picked up by 12. Eckert being very vocal from the bench. Polizzi's got the ball at the top, maintains her dribble, gets it to Keysweater, to Di Pasquale, right, left side. Di Pasquale gets around. Sarah Castrovinci has the ball at the top of the key. To a cutting Ferdman. Ferdman, layup, good! Mia Ferdman with the first points of this game. It was 2-0 with 4:38 to go in this first quarter.
Great passing, just an amazing shot by Mia Ferdman.
Number 12 here is going to be picked up by Polizzi, and Polizzi's going to get charged for the reach there as she was reaching on number 12. So 4:29 to go, 2-0 game. First team foul for the Highlanders. And number 12 is going to come out of the game here for number 0, and number 3 is going to be the new point guard here. And the Highlanders are going to press here. And it's going to get into number 30, who's going to be picked up by Castrovinci, who's going to get rid of it quickly. Right side 10, pump fake, Di Pasquale stays with her. She's going to kick it back out 0. 0 picked up by Polizzi. 0's first minutes of the game, picks up her dribble near half court, that's dangerous, and she's going to get the ball to number 30. Number 30 being picked up by Castrovinci at the 3-point line, goes through her legs, and it's going to be a moving screen on number 3, and she kind of bounced off Castrovinci there, but we will take it, and it's going to be Highlander ball. Looked like she kind of just got thrown the other way, because Castrovinci is definitely the bigger player in that situation. 4 minutes to go here as Polizzi brings the ball up. It's going to be left side Ferdman. They're going to weave it back up top, Di Pasquale, right side Polizzi. To a cutting Ferdman. Ferdman's layup, good. Second score of the game for Mia Ferdman, and it is 4-0 in favor of the Highlanders. Just under 4 minutes to go. Ferdman on the defense, playing great defense on number 3. 0 gets the ball. Polizzi plays great defense, doesn't let her get down the lane, and 30 is going to be picked up by Castrovinci. Tries to drive in the corner 0. Poked away by Polizzi, stolen, and gets it to Castrovinci before she falls down. Back to Polizzi, she's going to slow things down. Castrovinci's going to set the screen. Polizzi's going to drive, and she's going to lose the ball. It's going to be a blocking foul charging against number 30 as she was moving her feet and made contact. We have Carly Pfeiffer and Jillian Abbey coming into the game here for the Highlanders, and Castrovinci and Polizzi are going to sit down. Do you think that Polizzi's going to be on a minutes restriction here because of that injury last year, especially in the preseason?
Especially in the preseason, I think that she's going to be on that minutes restriction, but as it comes time for the regular season to come around, I feel like they're going to lift it and have her play a lot more minutes than what she's playing in these scrimmage games.
And so the ball's inbounded to Castrovinci, who gets the ball to Pfeiffer, who gets it to Kelsey. Right side Castrovinci, right corner Ferdman. Ferdman's going to make a move. She's going to keep the dribble. Back to the right side, Abbey. Castrovinci was open in the paint, didn't get it to her. It's all good. They're going to go left corner Ferdman, who's going to drive baseline. Euro step, layup, no good. Rebound Abbey. Jill's going to put it up. No good, but it's going to be deflected out of bounds, and it's going to stay here, Highlander ball. Great effort by the Highlanders here. Great try by Ferdman. Just under 3 minutes to go here. 4-0 ball game. And number 12 for South Plainfield is going to re-enter the game here, and number 3 is going to sit down. Chelsea Keysweater is going to be the inbounder here. You're going to have down screen. It's going to get right back to Ferdman. He's going to shoot the 3 ball. It's going to be no good, but the ball right back to Keysweater's hands, and it's going to go in for Chelsea Keysweater. It's 6-0, 2:47 to go in this game, or in this quarter, I should say. Wide open, number 10 underneath, not picked up by anybody. Layup is good. And Pfeiffer's going to bring the ball up here for the Highlanders. Keeps her dribble, goes through her legs, bounce past Ferdman. Picked up by 10. And shot by Abbey from the corner is good for Abbey from the short corner. So 8-2, 2:20 to go. Great ball movement, great find for Abbey in the short corner. And poked away by Pfeiffer, but they're going to get it back. Pfeiffer, I should say. Great defense by Abby, being really physical. Jump shot by 12, no good. Rebound to Castrovinci. Chelsea's going to get it here. She's going to get outlet to Carly Pfeiffer, who's going to bring the ball up. Just under 2 minutes to go here, 8-2 first quarter. Right side, Ferdman, and they're going to reverse it to Keysweater, who decides not to take the three, but they're going to get it to Ferdman in the corner. Her three ball, long air ball, Abby the rebound. Back out to Pfeiffer, who's going to dribble it around the top of the key. She's going to make her move to the middle. Floater is no good. Long off the back of the rim, but it's going to stay Highlander ball after another deflection out of bounds by South Plainfield. So poor rebounding here so far from South Plainfield, as they cannot seem to, prevent GL from getting any second chance rebounds here.
Yeah, absolutely. Just poor rebounding and just great overall play by the Highlanders so far.
They're going to get it to Mia in the right corner. She's going to shoot the three. She has not hesitated once today, but she's going to miss that one. So it's going to be 8-2, just under 1:30 to go here in the first quarter. 12 is going to be picked up by Pfeiffer just after half court. Keysweater goes for the steal and won't get back in time. The ball's going to go to the corner, but Abby's going to get called for the foul and the reach after the drive by number 21 for South Plainfield. Smart foul there, in my opinion, by Abby, as she definitely had to stop play as they were shorthanded with Keysweater going for the steal. 21 on the inbound. He's going to long pass to number 12, who's going to pump fake, and Pfeiffer's going to bite, but Ferdman's going to pick her up. Swatted away by Keysweater, and it's going to be poked away by Pfeiffer, who's going to save it again. Great hustle from the Highlanders. Pfeiffer's going to get it back. Pfeiffer's going to push and throws it away to number 30. 2-on-3 and it's going to be a travel on number 30 after a great opportunity on a fast break with a mismatch with Keysweater. She's going to turn the ball over. Just over a minute to go here, 8-2 in favor of the Highlanders.
Just under a minute to play.
Pfeiffer with the ball. Let's see. In this situation with first quarter, I'm still looking to try to score here. Keysweater from the corner is going to be no good. Battle for the rebound is going to be controlled by South Plainfield, number 15, and they're going to outlet to 12, who's going to bring the ball up. 8-2, 35 seconds to go. Right side, 15. Keysweater reaching. And it's going to be 0 is picked up by Ferdman at the 3-point line. 30's going to get it. Going to drive on Castrovinci. Turnaround Jay. No good. Rebound Abby with 20 seconds to go. Plenty of time here for the Highlanders. So they should hold for the one shot. Right side Ferdman. Back up Pfeiffer. Left side Keysweater. To Ferdman in the corner, who's going to pump fake and drive. Who's going to get it back to Pfeiffer at the 3-point line. Her jump shot. No good. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. 8-2 Highlanders here after one period of play. So what do we think so far? I mean, definitely looks like they're playing pretty well. The three ball hasn't been falling for the Highlanders, but I think if they get that going, there's not much that can stop them.
Yeah, this game got off definitely to a very slow start, and not what we expected. Because last year this team would get out there and start scoring after the first minute. In this game, it was a lot of lopsided, a lot of good defense by the Highlanders, a lot of good to great offense by the Highlanders, and as we could see, the score being 8-2 isn't a lot, but it's definitely something to look forward to, knowing that our defense is going to be this dominant.
So that's the thing. It's we didn't score a lot, but we only gave up 2 points in one quarter, so that's something to be proud of. Also, looking at what we were getting offensively, I think they just have to have a little bit more patience, not shoot the three every time. It's a lower percentage shot. Try to get a layup inside, and that could definitely multiply their points. Maybe score 16 this quarter. But 8-2 in favor of the Highlanders. We're about to get involved with the second quarter of play here. But speaking of Kira Polizzi, who did miss all of last year and soccer season this year, she does look strong.
Yes, she does look like she's back, and she's back for a vengeance.
Absolutely.
She looks like this year is going to be her rebound year, and she is going to make it known throughout this state of New Jersey.
Well, obviously that's what we are hoping for. So just about to get set, we're set to get underway here for the second quarter. South Plainfield is going to come out with just a slight change in their lineup. Number 2 is going to come in for number 15, who's going to have a seat. Other than that, you have 12, 30, 0, and 3 out there. For the Highlanders, you have Pfeiffer, Abby, Ava Feinberg is going to come in here, and Lily Sandholm is going to check into the game as a guard. (8-2) Highlanders, and we are underway in the second quarter. Pfeiffer running the point. Left side is Chelsea. She's going to go dribble to her right. She's going to pull it back. Picked up by 2. Looks like they're in a 2-3. Chelsea Key Sweater's going to get on the right side. Right side Feinberg. Back up top Pfeiffer. Left wing Key Sweater. Feinberg's going to keep it up top. Pfeiffer's going to sick bounce pass inside to Sandholm. Back to Pfeiffer, who's going to shoot the 3 ball, and it is no good. Rebound for Feinberg, who's going to settle for the mid-range J, and that's going to be no good. Fight for the rebound, controlled by the Highlanders. Great hustle from Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer gets it to the right side for Key Sweater, gets it inside Abby. He's going to be stuffed, and there's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to be white ball here after the change in possession. So sloppy offense from the Highlanders coming out, but they definitely have time to adjust. 7:16 to go in the second quarter, 8-2 Highlanders, as number 12 is going to be picked up by Pfeiffer just after she gets over half court. Double screen by South Plainfield. It's going to be a switch, and they're going to switch back. Right side 0. 0 is going to drive on Sandholm. 0 layup, good for South Plainfield. 8-4 here with just under a minute gone by. Pretty lazy defense there, if you ask me. Not a lot of hustle. Inside middle, Abby. Abby's going to lose the ball. Great steal by number 3, who's going to get it back to number 0. Number 3 there got whacked, but 12's going to bring it up here. Screen set on Pfeiffer, and deflected and stolen by Pfeiffer. Great defense from Abby and Feinberg there. Pfeiffer's going to try taking it all the way. Layup from Pfeiffer is no good. Rebound, Abby. Layup is also no good, and it's going to be controlled by number 12, and she's going to push. It's a 1-on-3 here. I'm not sure where she's going, and she's going to still try to drive in. It's going to be picked away by Key Sweater. Great defense. Not the smartest idea to drive with a 1-on-3 situation, but she tried it anyway.
Not the smartest. Should have just pulled back and set from there.
Sandholm in the corner picked up 30, and she's going to poke it out of bounds. It's going to be white ball, so the defense here definitely intensified for South Plainfield. Is going to bring the ball up here, just under 2 minutes gone by, just over 2 minutes gone by in the second quarter. 12 over the top, scoop, and it's going to be blocked by Jill.
Just a horrible shot selection as she was contested by Jillian Abbey.
I think Jillian Abbey got a piece of that one. Pfeiffer's going to bring the ball up here, right side Key Sweater. Key Sweater's going to dribble around, reverse it back to Pfeiffer. He's going to pump fake, bounce pass into Sandholm is stolen, so some lazy passing here for the Highlanders. Coach Eckert does not look to be very happy at the moment with his team. Behind the back for 12, spin move. She's going to get around Key Sweater, picked up by Abby. And another great defensive play by, my apologies, that's Carly Pfeiffer. We do have a second official now who showed up late. Not sure where he was, but we do have 2 now, so that is definitely helpful. Inbounded to number 3 from 0, and she's going to be picked up by Donahue, who checked into the game. She's the only addition here for the Highlanders. And great save by number 3, but they're going to cross court to 2. Who's going to drive on Feinberg, and the layup for 2 is no good. Long. Sandholm rebound. Gets it to Carly Pfeiffer. Reverse to Donahue. Gets it in the corner, Sandholm. Sandholm 3 is good for Lily Sandholm, her first points of the night.
What a great shot for the first 3-pointer for the Highlanders all game today.
12's going to take the 3 in return, and she's going to brick it off the back rim. Rebound controlled by Feinberg, and she's going to get the ball outletted to Pfeiffer. Left side Donahue, screen set by Abby. Risky pass there with 3 on the right side. Looks like South Plainfield's coming out here in a 2-3 zone. Caroline Donahue is going to be called out for the travel, and that's going to be a turnover for the Highlanders. 4:15 to go, 10-4 Highlanders. Number 2 is going to sit down for South Plainfield, and that is going to be number 21 entering the game. And number 12 is also going to sit down with 25 entering the game for her. So it's going to be number 3 bringing the ball up, going to drive to her left, screen set by 30. Long 3 ball is going to be no good. Not a smart shot there, and it's going to be swatted out of bounds 21, but it's not going to matter. It's going to stay Highlander ball. Subs are going to come in here. Polizzi, Ferdman, Castrovinci, and Di Pasquale are going to take out Pfeiffer, Feinberg, Abby, and Sandholm.
It's looking like they're going back with the original starting lineup from the very beginning of this game.
Agreed, but we're going to also have Caroline Donahue out here instead of Chelsea Keysweater, who did get extended run in the first quarter.
Yes.
Polizzi swings it to the left side, Ferdman. Reverse back to Polizzi, inside Di Pasquale is going to put the ball on the floor, try to get it back out to Polizzi, not going to happen, and it's going to be stolen. Great effort by number 30 from South Plainfield. Stolen, and it's going to be outletted to 3 by 21. 3's going to drive. Great help from Castrovinci. Castrovinci's going to pick up 30, playing 3-point line defense here. And it's going to be deflected out of bounds off the hands of 25, and it's going to be going down. 3:26 to go, 10-4. Only 2 points scored here in this second quarter for both teams. So a slower second quarter. I apologize, you're right. It's going to be 5 points scored here, you're right. Actually, I think we have a malfunction in the score somewhere. But we will get that settled at the half. Polizzi's going to drive to her right, put up the mid-range J, and that's going to be good. Floater for Kira Polizzi, and it's going to be 12-4 Highlanders. 3:05 to go. Polizzi's going to pick up 3 as she crosses half court. Risky pass over the top, and it's going to be stolen by Polizzi. Great defense from Ferdman. Polizzi's going to push, and she's going to pull it back. Tries to get it inside. Di Pasquale is going to get batted around and stolen by 21 off the tip from 30. And number 3 is going to retain possession. A lot of lazy passes here for the Highlanders. Not what we're looking for from a varsity squad. And it looks like Pfeiffer's going to get ready to check in here as we have a foul going against the Highlanders.
Foul on Kira Polizzi for the offensive charge.
Yep, and Donahue's going to sit down here as Pfeiffer comes back into the game. .12 is also going to enter the game here, and 10's going to come back in. Along with, so 30's going to have the ball at the top, guarded by Castrovinci. Spin move on Castrovinci, and the layup's going to be good, plus a foul. Castrovinci knows she got her, and that is going to be an opportunity for a 3-point play, 12-6 Highlanders. Opportunity to make it 12-7, cut the lead to 5. Great spin move from number 30 of South Plainfield to get to the hoop. Makes the free throw, so a 3-point play there for number 30 off an and 1. And Polizzi's going to bring the ball up here. 2:20 to go, 12-7 in favor of the Highlanders. Ferdman with the 3 ball is going to be good for the catch and shoot for Mia Ferdman, as that's going to make it a 15-7 ball game with 2:10 to go in this second quarter. Ferdman finally gets one to go down, as 12 is going to look for 30 on the pick and roll. It's going to bring it in herself. Left-handed layup is good for number 12. Kind of looked like she threw that one up there. Not really a plan, but she got it to go anyway.
A very contested shot, but a really good shot off the backboard.
Polizzi's directing traffic. Reverses it to the right side for Ferdman. Thinks about a 3, pulls it back. Back up top, Polizzi. Left side, Pfeiffer. Thinks about a 3. Bounce pass inside, Castrovinci. Castrovinci maintains possession. And too late on the inside pass to Di Pasquale as Ferdman turns it over. Going to pick up number 30 as Castrovinci gets back. Right side, 12, guarded by Polizzi. Screen set by 30, Polizzi gets under it. 12 still with the ball. Minute 16 to go, 15-9 Highlanders. Right side, 21, going to drive on Di Pasquale and going to put it up and going to be nowhere near it on that attempt. It's going to be rebounded by Pfeiffer.
That was just a horrible shot selection. Just behind the backboard and just threw it.
Yeah, never really had a chance of going in. Pfeiffer open, decides not to take the three, gets it inside to Castrovinci, who's going to put up the floater, going to be short, but a great look there for Sarah Castrovinci, as 21's going to be picked up by Di Pasquale, full court. Gets the ball to 12, is going to be picked up by Polizzi. 30 on the right, left side screen, going to back off. 39 seconds to go here, 15-9 Highlanders. 12 dribbling around, and it's stolen by Di Pasquale. It's going to be a 2-on-1. Di Pasquale all the way to the hoop, Euro step layup, no good, as she just left it short there, it looked like, and 12's going to push it. Settle for the pull-up three, and that is good for number 12 of South Plainfield. It is a 15-12 game. 20 seconds to go in the second quarter. Polizzi's going to slow things down, but she only has 15 seconds. They're going to hold it for the last shot. Through Ferdman's hands, stolen by 10 for South Plainfield, and they're going to be able to get a shot off. It's going to be number 12 who's going to drive inside to number 3 who's going to put it up, and it's going to be no good to end the quarter. So she doesn't get that to go with the opportunity to cut the lead to 1, but it's going to be 15-12 after 2 quarters here of play. And I believe we're going to have the JV squad coming on next. So 15-12 after 2 quarters of play for Varsity. We will be right back after this with the JV squad taking on South Plainfield. Welcome back to Highlander basketball. So I have to apologize, Jaden. I messed up what I was trying to say going into this next half. It's actually going to be Varsity on the floor again for the next 2 quarters, and then I think we're going to get 2 to a full game of JV. So we will see what happens there.
I believe from what I heard from some of the JV players that it would be only 2 quarters.
Okay, so we have a full game of Varsity and 2 quarters of JV. So that makes more sense, to be honest with you. So it's going to be 15-12 GL after the first half. And Eckert is going to return to his original starting 5. And remember, the teams are going to switch sides here. So the ball's going to be inbounded to number 12 as we get underway here in the third quarter. The score is actually going to reset. So it's going to be 0-0 here. 15-12 total. Inside 30, guarded by Castrovinci. Castrovinci, great defense, back out 12, wanted a shot, step back, long 2 is going to be short off the front of the rim, and 2 South Plainfield players ran into each other. It's going to be rebounded by Polizzi. It's going to be swung to the right wing for Ferdman, who's going to dribble it back up top, get it to Castrovinci at the top of the key. Tries to get it to Polizzi, who's not ready for the ball, so Di Pasquale takes it. Screen set Castrovinci. Di Pasquale gets the switch. South Plainfield still in the 2-3 here. Left side, Key Sweater. Looking for Di Pasquale inside. Right side, Polizzi. Di Pasquale still being a presence on the inside. A lot of ball movement. Great screen by Di Pasquale. Polizzi should have taken that. Left side, Key Sweater thinks about it. Not going to shoot it. They're going to swing it back to Polizzi, who's going to be picked up higher by number 12. Polizzi thinks about the 3, right side Ferdman. Ferdman going to try to dribble against a 2-3, which is never a good idea. Back out Polizzi. Di Pasquale's going to get the ball at the top. Going to make her move on 12. She's going to go left. She's going to give it to Polizzi on the left side. Polizzi going to swing it back to the right for Ferdman. Back to Key Sweater. Great defense here by South Plainfield. And they're going to get it to Polizzi. He's going to get it left corner Ferdman. 3-ball, no good. Rebound 15. Great defense there from South Plainfield as the 2-3 absolutely smothered the Highlanders. So 12 is going to bring the ball up here for South Plainfield, picked up by Polizzi. Right side 3. Great effort by Di Pasquale, but 10's going to get it in the corner and drive. And she's going to be charged. Di Pasquale's going to be charged for a shooting foul as 10 kind of threw the ball up at the basket after there was contact. Great effort by Di Pasquale to get back on that play, but it's going to end up in a shooting foul for 2 shots for number 10 from South Plainfield. 2 minutes gone by here in this third quarter. First free throw for number 10 is good. Once again, a slow start to a quarter for the Highlanders as number 10 misses the second free throw. Battle for the rebound. is going to be tipped out of bounds by White 15 and given to the Highlanders. Polizzi's going to bring the ball up here. Like we were saying, another slow start for the Highlanders in this quarter. Both teams, actually. But this is what preseason's for, to work out all the kinks and knots that you have in your offense. Castrovinci gets the ball. She's going to be double teamed on the 2-3 zone. Back up top, Ferdman. Ferdman's going to get it to Keysweater on the right side. Right corner, Polizzi. Inside, Di Pasquale. And Di Pasquale is going to be called for the charge. A great sell job by number 30. Looked like there was a little bit of a flop there. I don't know what you saw, but it did not look like it was a dirty basketball move at all.
It was not a dirty basketball move. Maria lightly tapped her, and she just absolutely flopped.
And that's going to be the thing. Some officials are going to get is 30 takes it inside and puts the layup over Castrovinci to make it a 3-0 quarter. Some officials don't allow the players to play as much, and I think that both of these officials have been very whistle happy. Ferdman shoots the 3, no good, and it's rebounded by Keysweater. Great effort, off her foot, out of bounds. It's going to be white ball. So 3-0, exactly 3 minutes gone by, 5 to go in this third quarter. South Plainfield in front. Abby is going to check in here for Di Pasquale. So there's 3 players on this team who are coming off ACL injuries. So those 3 players have been clearly put on minutes restriction. GL is going to come out in a 2-3 tonight, or this quarter. 10's going to shoot it from the corner, and it's going to be in and out for number 10, rebounded Abby, and she's going to give it to Polizzi. She's going to slow things down. GL needs to get something going here, as they've come out slow all 3 quarters. In the corner, Keysweater. He's going to drive, put up the floater. It's going to be no good. Rebound, Abby. Abby's putback is going to be no good, but a foul. So she's going to shoot 2 from the line. So Abby's going to shoot 2 shots here. 4:30 to go, 3-0 in favor of South Plainfield as she misses the first one. And we're going to have subs come in here for South Plainfield. 2, 0, and 21 are going to check in for 10, 15, and 3 are going to have a seat. So I think it's pretty evident to say that number 30 and number 12 for South Plainfield are the 2 strongest players.
Yeah, they've stayed in all game, and they've been their 2 most
So Abby's going to miss both, but it's going to be rebounded by Castrovinci. Keysweater's going to put up the jump shot and knock it down for Chelsea Keysweater. So 3-2. But like you were saying, yeah, I think they've played the majority of this game.
Yeah, they're definitely their most prominent point scorers, and as we see over the course of the scrimmages and over the course of the games, we're going to see who for the Highlanders are those most prominent point scorers.
So 21 is going to airball. It's going to be rebounded by Castrovinci. He's going to get it to Polizzi. Now it's Keysweater. Dribbles it back up top. Swings it to Ferdman on the right side. Cross-court pass to Polizzi. Polizzi 3-ball is good. Welcome back, Kara Polizzi. It is 5-3 with 3:45 to go in the third quarter. Polizzi's going to pick up number 12. They're going to stay in the 2-3 here. As Zero's going to drive, and it's going to be swatted away by Abby. Abby definitely made an impact on that shot, and it's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to be Highlander ball here with the possession arrow. Great defense by the Highlanders as Carly Pfeiffer is going to come in here for Sarah Castrovinci. I take that back. Kira's going to sit down, and Carly Pfeiffer is going to take over the point guard position. 5-3, 3:33 to go in the third quarter. Look at that. A lot of threes there. Carly Pfeiffer is going to bring the ball up here for the Highlanders. She's going to be met by number 12, who's playing a high 2-3. Does a great job maintaining her dribble. It's going to be right side Keysweater. And that pass is going to be lost out of bounds over Carly Pfeiffer's head. She tried to go up for it. But one thing you can't do against a 2-3 zone is dribble. You will never beat it off the dribble. You need to beat it with passes and screens and cuts. And that's one thing we've seen the Highlanders try to do is beat it off the dribble, which I don't think is ever an efficient idea. Right side 21 in the right corner, picked up by Castrovinci. Zero's going to get it, drive on Keysweater, and put up a wild shot there, and it's going to be no good. Rebound, Abby out to Ferdman is going to push. Ferdman's going to pull it back. Up top, Pfeiffer. Keysweater's going to get it. She's going to pump fake, drive left, pull it back. Up top, Pfeiffer to the right wing, Ferdman. Ferdman thought about a 3. She's going to move it back up top, Keysweater. Pfeiffer's open, and they're going to get it to her. She's She's picked up by 21. They're going to force it inside to Abby. Back out Pfeiffer. Up top Key Sweater. Left side Ferdman. Ferdman's going to drive. Spin move on 0. It's going to be no good. The shot's going to be put up. It's going to be no good. Abby fight for the rebound, and it's going to be no good for the Highlanders. So 12's going to bring the ball up here for South Plainfield. Once again, number 12 and number 30 have played this entire third quarter. 5-3, 2:20 to go in favor of the Highlanders. That ball is going to stay here with South Plainfield as Lily Sandholm is going to check into the game for Sarah Castrovinci here. A very slow quarter. There's 2:16 to go in this quarter, and it is only 5-3. It's an 8-minute quarter.
Every quarter so far has started off 5-3, 4-3, 1-3. There hasn't been a lot of points scored in this game.
And number 30 is going to come up short, and it's going to be a great outlet pass to Ferdman, who's going to take it all the way to the rim, lay it up, and miss. She's not going to make the layup. It's going to be rebounded by 0. They're going to double team her on half court. They're going to get it to number 12, who's going to cross over Key Sweater and bring it across half court. Great defense by Piper, and it's going to stay white ball, but great pressure from the Highlanders there as they force the ball out of bounds and give them times to get back and relax. But this quarter especially, it's only 5-3 with 1:50 to go. We're talking about slow starts, but this is a slow start, and it looks like it's going to be a slow finish.
Yeah, at the beginning of the game and after the first quarter, what was it, 8-2?
Something like, 8-2.
Yeah, this game has gotten off to a lot of slow starts, but as the breaks come to an end, it just starts to get going.
So we are at 1 minute and 26 seconds here. It's still only 5-3, so we've had a really long slow start here for both teams. Abby inside, or Sandholm inside is going to miss, but Abby's going to be there for the rebound and the putback for 2 points. So 7-3, the Highlanders are getting a lot of second chance points here, which is really, really important if they want to have success this year. So number 21 is going to sit down, number 10 is going to come in, and number 3 is going to come in with 2 sitting down as well. 0 is going to inbound the ball here to number 12 for South Plainfield. Twelve dances around with Pfeiffer on her. It's a high 2-3. 0's picked up by Key Sweater. Tipped away by Abby on the inside pass. Key Sweater's going to get it, and she's going to be wrapped up. And there's going to be a foul call on number 3 for South Plainfield as she was over the back for sure. No doubt about that one. So just under 1 minute to go here. 7-3 Highlanders. So there's going to be 50 seconds to go, just about 50 seconds to go here as Pfeiffer has the ball up top. Left wing into the left corner. Key Sweater's going to take the 3. It's going to be no good, but it's going to be rebounded by Key Sweater. She gets her own miss, kicks it to the corner for Ferdman. Ferdman's going to take the 3, and she's going to be short, but Sandholm and Key Sweater are going to get in there for the rebound. Key Sweater's going to get it. She's going to get it back to Ferdman. Ferdman's going to be double teamed. Someone's open. Key Sweater's going to get it. Dumps inside for Sandholm, and she's fouled going to the rim. Great ball movement by the Highlanders off of another offensive rebound. It is 7-3 with Sandholm shooting 2 free throws. Great ball movement there by the Highlanders and great patience getting all the second chance opportunities that they have and being patient and not forcing any shots.
Going back to your point earlier, we're getting a lot of second chances, which are very crucial in these late to closing games of games.
Absolutely, and so Abby's going to sit down as Donahue comes back in. Most of the points of this game have been scored with under 1 minute 30 seconds remaining in each quarter, which is something I think we have to keep in mind, as I think Eckert wants to definitely work on coming out strong, not having those slow starts. As Sandholm goes 1 for 2, but that's something that Eckert has to focus on in practice, right?
1 for 2.
I apologize, Sandholm missed both as number 10 lays it in with just 10 seconds to go. 8-5, 10 seconds to go in this third quarter. Pfeiffer's got to go. They're going to get it to Ferdman with 2 seconds to go. Ferdman's going to put up the mid-range J, and it is no good. So a 2-point swing there for South Plainfield as they're going to end this quarter 8-5 with a total score of 23-17 in favor of the Highlanders. So obviously that is not being displayed on our scoreboard, but I'm doing the math here, and it is 23-17 in favor of the Highlanders. So we have 1 quarter to play here. They're going to continue with this 8-5 score that we have here in the third quarter. So I think something we have to look out for here is Eckert. I think Coach Eckert for GL is definitely going to come out here with a lot more aggressive mindset and try to score points early in this fourth quarter rather than wait until the last minute and 30 seconds to do so.
Yeah, like going back to your point earlier, when you said that most to all of our points are coming in the last minute 30 to minute of the game.
Of each quarter, but yes.
Of each quarter, yeah.
And I think that if they can come out and they can put up those same points that they're doing in the first, the same amount of points that they're doing in that last minute 30 seconds, if they can just add another, 8 points or whatever it is, because they scored 8 in their first and third quarter, they can add another 8 onto their, their total, it'd be 16-5. And, in 5 minutes, 8 points is very plausible.
Absolutely. I 100% agree with you on that point.
So we are just about set to get underway here for the fourth quarter of play. Coming out for South Plainfield, you're going to have number 12, number 10, number 30, number 21, and number 3. Once again, number 12 and number 30 play the entirety of that third quarter as they are definitely South Plainfield's strongest players. Coming out for GL, you're going to have Pfeiffer, Keysweater. You're going to see the first minutes of Carolyn Chetrico. You're going to have Lily Sandholm, and you're going to have Caroline Donahue out there. Oh, great steal from Chelsea Keysweater. She's going to push. The layup is no good, and it's going to be rebounded. She's going to get her own miss. She's going to swing it out to Donahue, who's going to be patient with it. She's going to get it, and she's going to be fouled on the pass back to Keysweater. But a great steal there from Chelsea Keysweater, and that is exactly what Eckert needs, and those layups will start falling. She
read South Plainfield like a book.
Absolutely.
It's almost like she knew exactly where they were going to go.
So Carly Pfeiffer's 3 ball is going to be an air ball short, rebounded by number 30, and number 12 is going to bring it up. But defense turns into offense. That's how, defense wins championships. That's true. And that is very true in this case, as it's going to be a turnover by South Plainfield. Like we were just saying, defense wins championships, and you get more opportunities to score when you have the ball. But you can't get the ball unless you play good defense. So, see, I'm thinking here. So Pfeiffer's going to bring the ball up here for GL. 7:24 to go, 8-5 in this second half. Keysweater's going to have it up top. She's going to go back to Pfeiffer, who's going to get the ball back to Chetrico. Going to get it in the corner to Donahue, and it's going to stay here after it's poked away by number 3 for South Plainfield. Donahue lost it out of bounds, but 3 had a hand on it. Pfeiffer's going to bring it back up here. She's going to get it in the backcourt, picked up by 12. Great pass fake outside Keysweater, great pump fake, and Keysweater's going to get it back to Pfeiffer, who's going to get it back to Chetrico. He's going to get inside Donahue, back up to the Carly Pfeiffer for the mid-range J. It's going to be no good, and it's going to be a loose ball foul going against the Highlanders. What I would assume to be an over the back there against the Highlanders, as South Plainfield is going to get possession here. So, interesting strategy by Coach Eckert and the Highlanders here, not wearing numbers on their jerseys, as the layup is no good by number 12 for South Plainfield. Number 10 is going to fall on it and roll it out to number 30. He's going to drive. He picked up by, that is going to be Sandholm on her, and Pfeiffer is going to pick up 12. Great defense by Pfeiffer. Great effort, no reaching, and no fouling. And she's going to force a 5-second violation, as that is great defense by Carly Pfeiffer, and that ball is going to be going the other way.
Like you said, defense wins championships.
And defense is going to turn into offense here, and we hope to see that coming out of this slow period here. Another slow start to the quarter, but a lot more energy that we've seen from the Highlanders.
And a lot better of a game plan, not taking as many threes and trying to find the more open shots.
Exactly, like this one from Keysweater, which is going to be no good, but she's going to try to go in for her own miss. A lot more offensive rebounds in the second half, too, as number 3's layup is going to be no good, but she's going to be fouled from behind by Ava Feinberg. A lot of trash talk coming here from the South Plainfield parents. They're not happy with the officiating. As this is just a scrimmage, doesn't mean anything towards the regular season record, as number 3 misses her first free throw. But yeah, a lot more ball movement here too, a lot more patience on the offensive end, which I think if they keep working on that in practice, it's going to turn into a lot of good regular season points.
And like you said, defense wins games, defense wins championships. As long as you have good, solid defense, your team's going to go places.
Absolutely. And I think that's a main focus for Coach Eckert. I know he's a very defensive-minded coach. He's going to get the ball to Caroline Donahue, and she's going to throw a pass that's going to be picked off by number 12 and outlet it to number 10, who's going to push. Cross court to 21 on the inside, and she's going to be called for the travel. Didn't look like she quite had possession of the ball there, but that's a very 50-50 call for any official to make, and this one is going to go against South Plainfield, and it's going to be Highlander ball here. 5:49 to go. No points scored for the Highlanders in this quarter. Left side, Feinberg. And she's going to try to go to a Carly Pfeiffer, who was not expecting the ball. 12 is going to slow it down here for South Plainfield. 5:37 to go here in the fourth quarter. 10 in the corner, thinks about a three. Feet were on the line, but Donahue makes her think otherwise. And Kieswetter's going to be called for the over the back there, as she definitely took down number 21 underneath the basket. So it's going to be a foul on the floor, as there was no shot attempt. So 21's going to inbound here for South Plainfield. All players appear to be okay. 30's going to get it in the corner, picked up by Sandholm. Sandholm, great defense on 30, and she's going to be called for the foul. She came down over the top of number 30's arm. So it's going to be a shooting foul here with the chance to tie the half and make the score increase here for the total score increase here for South Plainfield. Drains the first one, that is number 30 on the line. And Chelsea Kieswetter is going to come out of the game for Jillian Abbey. Looks like they're going for a lot of rebounds here with this lineup that they had out there, because they have Sandholm, Donahue, and Abbey out there.
They're all prominent rebounders, and we'll see what Coach Eckert's strategy is with this.
So it's a tie game. Number 30 goes 2 for 2 from the line. 5:20 to go, fourth quarter. 8-8 this half. Once again, we're not keeping a total score officially. We will give you one after the game ends. Bounce pass Donahue, back to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer 3. No good, short again, air ball. And it's going to be pushed up to number 3, picked up by Pfeiffer. They're going to pull it back. 12's going to pull the 3. Not going to go in. 21's going to get the rebound. Offensive putback is no good, but great offensive rebound there for 21. And GL looks like they are distressed right now. Right side, Donahue. Donahue is not taking a shot in this game. They're going to reverse it back up top, Feinberg. Feinberg's going to put the ball on the floor. She's going to dribble it around. She's going to get it to Pfeiffer. She's going to get it inside to Abbey, but she's going to throw it away, as that's going to be another turnover for Pfeiffer. And Polizzi, Ferdman, DePasquale, and Castrovinci are going to check back in here for everyone except, oh no, it's going to be, yep, that's going to be the 5. Abbey's going to stay out there.
Yeah, we'll see if Coach Eckert's strategy is just to get points right now.
Yeah, I mean, and obviously his best defender is sitting on his bench in Chelsea Kieswetter. Obviously the most energetic. 3's going to get a wide open look at 3, and she is going to airball to the left of the rim, and that ball is going to be going the other way. 4:20 to go, 8-8 ball game.
Wide open shot, just pushed it a little too far.
Which is not good for the Highlanders, as they should not be giving up open looks like that with 4 minutes to go in a game.
They should be looking
Left side,
for just solid
Ferdman.
defense.
Cross court to DePasquale. DePasquale picks up her dribble. She's going to be in a tough situation. Gets it to Castrovinci, who's going to drive. Kick it out, Polizzi. Polizzi, 3. No good, short. And it's going to be controlled by number 30, who's going to give it to number 12 to bring the ball up. So shots are just not falling on this side of the court for the Highlanders. Wide open 3 for number 12 for South Plainfield, and she knocks it down. So it's an 11-8 ball game here. The Highlanders are now down for the first time this game, and it's 3:40 to go in this fourth quarter. DePasquale thought about a 3. She's going to get it back to Castrovinci. Who gets it to Ferdman on the right. Ferdman's going to drive to the corner. She's going to pull it back. DePasquale's going to get it inside into the middle, and Ferdman's going to think about a 3. No good. She's going to get it back to Polizzi. DePasquale is going to put up the 3. No good for DePasquale, as that was heavily contested. There were 2 people in her vicinity, one with a hand up. 12 is going to bring the ball up. Miscommunication on the last time as the elevator doors, as they say, open. As 30 takes a three, doesn't make it. Rebound, controlled by South Plainfield. 2 puts it up, and it's going to be over the back foul called on number 12. Going to be going the other way. And Coach Eckert here is going to call timeout with the Highlanders down by 3 with 3 minutes to go in this game. So 3 minutes to go. This is crunch time. But as we've seen, GL scored all of their points in this game with under a minute and 30 seconds to go.
Yeah, and as we keep a look at that, it's like you said, there's 3 minutes 5 seconds left in this ball game, and we'll just see what the strategy is coming back out. Because
Personally, I think that they're going to have to come out very aggressive. Keysweater's still going to be on the bench as their best defender, so it's going to be Polizzi, Abby, Castrovinci, DePasquale, and it's going to be, I believe that is Ferdman out there. Best rebounding 5, I think, that you could put out there right now for the Highlanders. Actually, I take that back. Keysweater's been a menace on the glass today, getting a lot of rebounds, a lot of her own rebounds.
Yeah, any time that she could just go up there and get a rebound and provide for the team, she's just going out there and doing it.
Yeah, she's taken a lot of opportunities to help this team out on the boards. So you're going to have 15, 2, 3, 12, and 30 out there for South Plainfield. It's going to be the same 5 as before for the Highlanders.
And going back to our point before, number 30 has played near,
I think, every minute of this game.
I
don't think she sat down.
I don't think she sat down. Her
right side, Ferdman. Back up top, Castrovinci. Inside to Abby. Abby working in the post. A lot of contact, no call. It's going to be a bounce pass Ferdman, who's going to rip through baseline. Layup is going to be no good, but a foul. With Mia Ferdman, who is one of the team's better shooters, headed to the line for 2 shots. As there's 2:41 to go, and there's an 11-8 ball game. She has a chance to cut the lead cut the difference to 1. As they definitely need to pick it up here and make a comeback here. There's only 2:41 to go.
2:41 to go with 3 points left to score. Doesn't sound like that big of an obstacle to face, but as we look at this team, we're struggling a little bit getting shots off and getting open opportunities. So we'll just see how Coach Eckert drove up this situation.
So she missed her first, and now she missed the second, but it's going to be rebounded. It's going to be a jump ball for DePasquale and number 15. It's going to be red ball, Highlander ball with the possession arrow. They're going to inbound the ball to Castrovinci from Ferdman, and they're going to get it to Polizzi at the top. Thinks about a shot, back to Ferdman, left elbow. Ferdman's going to drive to her left. She's going to get it to DePasquale in the corner. DePasquale's going to shoot the 3, and it's going to be good for Maria DePasquale. She ties this game with 2:26 to go in the 4th quarter.
This is what this team needs, just electric plays by electric playmakers.
Oh, and I think they ruled it a 2. Her foot may have been on the line, so there's 2:12 to go, and GL is still down 1 after that shot from the corner by DePasquale. Oh, and they're going to call a foul here against GL as number 12 falls to the ground, but it looked like she might have tripped over her own feet. Oh, and I take that back. They did update the score, so it is going to be a 3 ball for... It's going to be a 3 ball, and it's going to count for Maria DePasquale. There's a talk of 5 fouls or not here going on between the official and the scorers table, but it's going to be a foul on the floor here for South Plainfield. So they're going to get the ball from 3 to 30, and it's going to be back in 12's hands, so a cutting 2 who's going to pull it back out. 2 picked up by Castrovinci. A big mismatch there, but Castrovinci definitely has the speed to stay with her. Polizzi's going to pick up 3 at the top. DePasquale's going to pick up 30. He's going to get by her, but Castrovinci's going to help. Floater, no good. Rebound, Castrovinci. Big rebound there for the Highlanders. 1:43 to go. This is the time where GL needs to score, and it is a tie game, 11-11. Ferdman's going to drive, get it inside to Abby. Abby is going to get fouled by number 30 from behind. It's going to be a blocking foul. She thought it was an offensive, but it's going to stay here, Highlander ball underneath. 14 fouls on the visiting South Plainfield to GL's 5.
And that was just a blatant flop from number 30.
Absolutely. As it's inbounded to Abby, and she lays it in to give the Highlanders a 2-point lead with just under a minute 30 to go, and it is 13-11. Polizzi on number 12. And it's stolen by Ferdman. Ferdman with the steal. She's going to push. Ferdman layup is no good. Thought she got fouled, but she didn't. No whistle. Three's going to push the other way. Inside 30. 30's going to follow away jump shot. She's going to air ball short. It's going to be rebounded by South Plainfield, gotten to number 12. Two's going to get it in the corner, put up the three, and it's good! A 3-ball for number 2 from South Plainfield. It is a 14-13 lead for South Plainfield here with just under a minute to go. Big shot for number 2. Ferdman puts up the 3. No good long, but it's going to be rebounded by South Plainfield. So GL down 1, 44 seconds to go here in this fourth quarter. Remember, they are down 1 on the half. Ferdman on the pressure on 3. Pokes it away. Steals it. Ferdman with the steal. Ferdman, jump stop, layup is good to regain the lead. 15-14, and there's going to be a timeout called by Coach Eckert and the Highlanders here. 15-14 lead, 26.3 to go in the fourth quarter. Huge steal, defense leading to offense yet again for the Highlanders.
What a great offense, defense switch.
And like we were saying, the clock is actually going to be running here. Like we were saying, it is going to be it's going to be South Plainfield ball underneath the hoop. As I don't believe they know the clock is running, but another great example of defense leading to offense here as Ferdman comes up with a big steal to regain the lead in this quarter. Or in this half, I should say.
Supposedly 5 seconds left in this game.
They might be running that clock to run out the timeout clock. Clock operator a little bit confused there, as there's going to be 0 seconds left on the clock. Not sure why they did that, but we're going to figure it out here in a second. We had 24.6 seconds to go, not 26 minutes, but we're going to figure it out here as our main clock operator, Mr. Hess, has left. So managers for the GL girls team are going to take over. So the last minute and 30 seconds, GL has scored what? 6 points.
Yes.
So we're going to have 24 seconds to go, and it's going to be a 1-point lead for GL in this half. Number 2 is going to inbound. 12 is going to come around a screen, and she's going to be picked up by Polizzi full court. She's going to outlet to 2, who's going to be picked up by Keysweater. They're going to double 3. And South Plainfield's coach is going to get a timeout off here with 15.9 to go, and GL still has a 1-point lead. The ball is going to be inbounded on the near sideline.
Looks like they stopped the clock this time too.
Well, I think they ran the clock as a way to, and they're going to run the 30-second clock here as a way to
alert them about the
timeout.
Timeout, yes.
So we should get 15.9 on the clock after this. So Eckert coming out with a very aggressive defense here for the Highlanders, and I think that has honestly helped them turn this game around.
Absolutely, and I 100% agree with that.
So the buzzer sounds and we are ready to get back underway here. 14.6 seconds after the 15.9 that was up there originally. So they lost about a second here. I think that's a clock malfunction, but it's not going to matter here as it is only a scrimmage. They're going to inbound it to 12, who Keysweater's going to be guarding her. Keysweater playing very physical defense, going to jump for the steal. 12's going to get by her. 12, layup is no good, no foul call. Keysweater's going to fall with the ball. It's going to be picked up by 2. They're going to get it to 15. He's going to put up the mid-range J, and it's going to be no good. Rebounded Polizzi, and that is going to do it with no time left on the clock, and the GL maintains their 1-point lead to win the half and ultimately win this game. So we had a 23-17 score at halftime, so we're going to have a 38 total score for GL, and we are going to have, I'll take that back, it's going to be a 48 total score, I believe, for GL. Hold on, we're going to calculate it here. No, a 38 to, I believe, that is going to be a 31 score here. Yeah, it's 38-31
Yes.
total score here in favor of your Highlanders. So not a bad first or second scrimmage, I believe. I know they had one recently, but a great effort here by the Highlanders and great effort closing it out and keeping it, controlled with under 1:30 to play in each quarter. They closed out the quarters really well, and I think if they can get more aggressive coming into the quarter, I think they're going to have a great success this year as a team. So we'll be right back with the junior varsity 2-quarter action that we have here coming up for the Highlanders.